What's up, friends? It's Monday. Keep watching this video because I'm about to do a really cool stock review just for you. Let's dive in.
Hey traders from around the world, what is going on? It's Jeremy Newsome with your majestically magical Monday real life stock review. Here's a quick question. Have you ever seen like a 3-week-old banana that you forgot about? Maybe it fell in your kitchen counter or fell down the back of something. You find it 3 weeks later. That's how I traded today. Traded like one of those really old, mushy brown bananas. It was an okay day. Could have been much better. I'll talk a little bit about it. But one thing I want to make sure that we all know every time we trade, win or lose, if we have a bad day trading, if you're down, if you're losing, you might as well get something from it. You've already experienced the pain of losing. You've already experienced the frustration. You might as well feel and find and create some type of growth somewhere. So I just got back 6 minutes ago from one of the best runs of my entire life. So I'll spend $1,000 to do that type of run every single day if I get the opportunity to do so. It was a great run. I feel good. I feel energized. I went a long distance, farther than I've ever gone before, at least around my neighborhood and the time that I did it in. So yeah, I feel really nice about it, and I'll talk some about what was going on. First and foremost, the SPY today, looking at some similarities right here. So this was a gap down that we had in August, right? Big bearish retest gap, and we got a big bearish retest gap here. Strong bullish candle, strong bullish candle, strong bullish candle, strong bullish candle. And then the very next day, after two big bullish candles in a row, a little bit of a bearish candle with some upper and lower shadows. That's very similar to what we got today. So I would assume then tomorrow is going to look something like August 12th candle. And then maybe on Tuesday we get something like this, and then, you know, we'll see how the rest of the week transpires. But overall, that's kind of what I'm expecting and what I'm looking at on the SPY, and what makes sense to me the most. So anyway, that's the broader market. A little bit of an upper shadow. I'm going to watch it pretty closely tonight. Here are the E-minis, and the E-minis, again, nice little upper shadow. So if we start seeing some breakdowns, really a break below here and kind of a retest of this level, so something like this, then I'll be, again, just watching for a little bit of a bearish move. Let's go look at, first of all, my favorite gap this morning that I did not trade. I did set it up, and I just did it a little too late, or a little too high, actually. High of the day on First Solar was 62.89. Check this out. So the 50 EMA was 62.17. And then the 100 simple moving average on the daily chart was 62.75. And if you're looking at this morning, this is what it looks like before the market open. You had a nice giant bullish candle, 3 bullish candles in a row, huge volume, and we were gapping up to here. And I trade First Solar a lot, and I know that First Solar usually likes to fill its gaps pretty quickly. And I recorded all of my trading this morning because today is Mentorship Monday, and I never like losing on Mentorship Monday, but I did lose today for sure. And it was all because I was afraid of losing. I went back and listened to it, and that's the only thing I can take away was I was afraid of losing, because I love the trade. As soon as I saw it, I put it at the very top of my watch list. I said, this is it. We need to short 62.78 by 63.78. That was the setup. And here's the 5-minute chart. So we'll go look at it before market open. So again, this is market open today. I'll turn the extended hours on. So the extended hours will come over here, and this is what it looks like right before market open. Even had a nice little upper shadow and everything right before market open. So this little upper shadow, I guess it scared me some, because my thought was if it took out the high of this candle, we might go a little bit higher. And I'm really not disastrously upset on this trade, because I actually did set up an entry. This was an official trade. It was just higher than my original thought. So if I, let me pop over here. Give me a quick moment. All right. So this was pretty much the very opening trade. I didn't get a chance to actually post the chart, but this was it. 1 minute before market open, 63.20 by 64.40. So 63.20 was right around here. And again, I should have just got in where this pink line is. That's where I should have done my limit sell. This would have been the trade. Boom. We would have been up an hour and a half within about 37 seconds. Pretty bummed about that. So then I went on to take a trade on Roku in a rotten banana fashion, went long, and I'm actually okay on this trade as far as the trade's concerned. I think I could have been a little bit better on it, but this was the resistance on Roku right here. So you had some resistance on the daily. It did close, at that price. Some good volume came in. It looks like it was breaking out for all intents and purposes. So I set up a bullish entry here. No, sorry, I did a lot lower. I did a bullish entry here, stop loss there. So that's how I took that trade. And then I got stopped out, obviously, for an R loss. I did flip. So I flipped the trade, meaning I went, instead of bullish, I was going bearish. As soon as this candle came in, I put an entry here with a stop right there. I missed getting triggered in for about 25 minutes, really by about 20 seconds, so I canceled that order. If I had left that order open, I would have gotten that R back and then some by about $5. It wouldn't have been a big win, but it would have been a win on the day if I had left that trade open. But it's okay. That one I'm all right about as far as canceling the trade. Canceled the trade, but I took it off the list. I realistically, just looking at it and back trading it, I mean, should have come back in and set up an order to get in bearish here, right below the low of this little bullish candle at 10.05. That's where I should have gotten in bearish, and then my stop would have been, again, still up here. And again, wouldn't have won big on that trade, but it would have been a small win. Jim Philman got a frequent trader point for taking Roku bearish and getting winning on that trade. Here's RNG, Ring Central, and although this did end up fading lower a little bit at some point, it did not do it when I wanted it to. Here's where I got in bearish. And again, I actually do like this trade, but, moldy bananas still lose. Anyway, so here's your little bullish candle right here. Bullish candle, lower high. So there's the lower high coming in on Ring Central. Next candle came in, closed below. So I said, okay, volume increasing. We closed below. We took out the low of this ginormous bullish candle. Let me get in on a pullback with a stop above a pivot. Got filled on the trade, was looking great, and then immediately bounced. Boom! So this was it. It was trading sideways, and I got stopped out. Could have lowered the stop loss and put it right there, to lose a little bit smaller. But overall, I don't even know what that indicator is. Lost a little bit on that trade on that day. Here's workday, which was a bearish swing trade, and we are still in on this trade by the skin of our teeth, although we most likely will get stopped out of it tomorrow for a bearish swing. This is one that I was up on Thursday. I was up on actually 3 bearish swing trades pretty nicely early Thursday morning, but I was driving to Frankfort, Kentucky, insert 9 other excuses, and did not get a chance to close out those trades for a profit. Workday was one of those. AVGO was the other one of those, which I might get back into again. And then Dish was the other one. And Dish still looks a little on the weak side, so just kind of hoping for a breakdown on Dish Network. Apple today, AAPL, nice bullish upper shadow, some good buying coming in on Apple. I still would love some kind of pullback on AAPL coming into earnings. This trend is incredibly and insightfully strong, but I do have 2 traders with some covered calls, 240 and 250 for November. I like it. I think the November covered call at 250 is a really good spot to get called away at anyway. Even though it is over earnings and over dividends, I feel like getting called away at 250 would be a pretty nice win for anyone who bought some shares of Apple. But that one slowly chugging higher, looking pretty good. Here's Square, ticker symbol SQ, for the smallest candle in all of stock trading history. Here you go. Inside day candle on Square, pretty abysmal volume as well. So keep your eyes on that to pop out in some direction. Bullish or bearish, I do not know. We got triggered into Smile Direct today on an IPO, on a pullback. I mentioned it's either this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? That's one wave count, probably is what it looks like to me, honestly. Or it's some type of weird correction, and this is, hopefully a double bottom retest. I don't know. We'll see. Good volume, good break. We'll find out on Smile Direct. PAYS had a gnarly retest all day today. We were up an R on that one on Friday, but I didn't really see any signal to get out, and just seeing if this one can bounce. So we'll find out what pace line can end up doing. PDD, we've been in this swing trade for like a month, and I'll probably change this target from $4 to $3 to see if we can win small on pin duo. Data Dog, this is one that I tried to catch on a pullback to 33.22. Had a nice little candle right here, and it did not fill. Obviously today ran nicely higher. So I'll leave this open for a day or two to see if Data Dog can pull back. We will find out, but right now it looks like it might just run without us. And then LK, looking at LK to possibly pop out of here higher as a just in case. Don't know if it will or not, but there's some support building down here, a little bit of pressure, some super small candles, and I like the possibility of a pop. Speaking of a pop, Bitcoin, BTC USD, I did get filled on some more fiat to Bitcoin conversion yesterday, or whenever it traded down to 77.80, I think was the entry. I had an entry somewhere around here, 77.9, 7,900, something like that, 77.80. Pretty much just based off of this support. So here's the hourly chart. So I was just basing it off of this support, 78.12, 7,800, something. Anyway, that was a little bit of a dip buying opportunity for me on Bitcoin. Here's the weekly chart. And again, on Bitcoin, in my personal opinion, this is just a pure speculative investment. Taking some money, transferring it over, buying low, selling high, accumulating over time, and just seeing if it does anything cool. Big picture, I think Bitcoin is still a very massive question mark. And if and when it ever takes out this resistance and makes a new high, nothing in the world moves like Bitcoin, and I want to be in if it actually does that. So I did buy some more today, or yesterday, this morning, whenever it was. 77, 66, 89. That was it, because that's the 100 simple on the weekly. That was my entry. 77, 66, 89, I believe, or 85, something like that. Anyway, buy low, sell high. Accumulation is on. And if we break this low at any point on Bitcoin, I can almost guarantee you we'll flush down into the mid sixes. And then from there, who knows. But those are my thoughts on that particular security. All right, folks, thanks so much for tuning in to your Monday real life stock review. Tomorrow's goal for me, to try not to trade like a giant rotten banana. Tonight at 6:30 p.m. Central, 7:30 p.m. Eastern, I will have the review of the Money Grows on Trees 2020 information. This event will sell out, ladies and gentlemen. I would love for you all to be there. The link to register for the webinar is in the description box, and the YouTube channel is also in the email that you got this video in. Make sure to register, be there, get some information on it tonight, or watch the recording when I post it. I would love each and every one of you to be there, because my goal is to help you double your income in the next calendar year from being at that event. Turks and Caicos, that's a beautiful island. Many people have never been there. I want you to come with me for 4 days, 5 nights. And until then, love life, live life, and trade it. Bye.